Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Mesh, hope you guys are doing well, and in this video we have quite a bit to get into. We're going to start off with a very interesting tweet posted by Charles Hoskinson, and then we're going to be talking about what prices you should be buying Cardano, because that is by far the most requested question on my channel, and I'm going to be trying to explain that and answering that question in a very rational way in this video. Also, by the end of this video, I am going to be explaining how you can enter into the $100 crypto giveaway. So if you want it in Cardano, that will get you about 300 ADA at these current prices, but it can be any cryptocurrency that you want. So make sure you stick around until then so I can explain the instructions on how to enter. Also, I want to warn you guys about the scammers. I did mention this in my previous video, but they are getting really bad and it's so annoying. Basically, they take my profile picture and my name, and they leave comments in my videos saying to contact certain people, and they usually leave a phone number. So make sure you don't contact any of those guys, because 100% of the time they're just trying to take your crypto. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're going to start this video off talking about something that I find incredibly interesting. And this doesn't happen often in the crypto space at all, if ever. Actually, the last time this happened was in 2017, and now we're seeing it again. And what I'm talking about is that all major altcoins are either outperforming or at the same level as Bitcoin. And usually this is not the case. Usually Bitcoin tends to outperform altcoins in most cases, or when Bitcoin corrects, altcoins correct way harder. However, the narrative has changed right now. You can see Bitcoin is down 1% on the week, but we have every major altcoin up way more. So we have Ethereum up almost 10%, Polkadot up 6.5%, Cardano up 2%, and Chainlink is going crazy. Chainlink is up 15% on the day and 22% on the week. And also these older altcoins, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, are being pushed down to the bottom of the list. And the main reason is because they don't have that much utility. And we're seeing some of these more useful altcoins like Cardano, Chainlink, Polkadot, not XRP. XRP is also getting pushed down to the bottom of the list. But these major altcoins, like I said, Cardano, Chainlink, and Polkadot, are rising up and outperforming Bitcoin. And this is really exciting. This really does show that we are at the verge of an altcoin season. And actually, we kind of are in an altcoin season, and we can see that even more with Bitcoin dominance. And that's why I think right now is such a good time to be in altcoins. Now, the next thing I want to talk about over here on Twitter, Charles Hoskinson made a very interesting tweet 2 days ago. And I'm not gonna interpret this as like some extremely bullish news, because I'm not really sure how to interpret this, but he said, "A little bird landed on my shoulder and told me that February is going to be a really good month. Bird gossip is generally reliable." I'm not really sure what he's referring to. I want to say the price of Cardano, but obviously Charles doesn't know if the price of Cardano is going to pump in February. Nobody really knows what it's going to do. He could be talking about the Goguen mainnet launch, which we could see that in February. But I just thought this was really interesting. And again, I'm not going to interpret this as like Bitcoin is going to $10 in February because Charles said so. We don't really know where exactly Cardano is going, but we do have some indications. Now, the number one question that I get asked in the comment sections, and that's the main topic of this video, is when do I buy Cardano? What prices do I buy Cardano at? Or just any altcoin in general, but mainly because I make Cardano videos, that's like the main question that I get asked. And that's what we're going to answer today. And now, unfortunately, I can't give you a specific price, like buy Cardano here, because I can't give financial advice. But I can give you some targets to look for. Oop, did not mean to move that. And so we're going to start off on the Cardano Bitcoin pair. And I drew this trend line. It's about at the 1,000 Satoshi mark, which makes perfect sense because that's a very whole number. And this trend line has been acting as a very strong support and resistance. So you can see we bounced off of it here as resistance, again twice over here, again here. And here we struggled to break that. And when we did, we had a huge rejection through it. And here again, we found support on it. And then again, we held support the whole time here until we finally broke through it. Again, more support. And over here we found, I don't really know what's going on over here. Here, it doesn't seem like it mattered too much. But you can see this 1,000 Satoshi mark has been a very, very important level on Cardano Bitcoin chart. And right now we are holding it as support, and we're slightly above it right now. And so this is a really good time to buy Cardano against Bitcoin, not against the US dollar, because you can see we're right at this very crucial 1,000 Satoshi mark. And you can see above that, there isn't much going on until about this zone, which is the 11 to 1200 Satoshi mark, but nothing really compares to this zone right here. Okay, so that's, if you're looking at it from the Cardano Bitcoin chart, this is honestly a really great time to buy Cardano, especially since we're entering the altcoin season. The Cardano Bitcoin ratio is probably going to explode. The next pair we're going to look at is the Cardano USD chart. And I drew this box over here, and this has also been a very key zone on the Cardano USD chart, and that's between 27 cents and about 31 cents. So you can see here, we found support and resistance throughout this entire run. You can like almost, we had a very hard time wicking below this box, but we did, however, over here. But besides that, any wick that we had into the zone got bought up really quickly. And just zooming out over here, again, here, a lot of trading action here. We struggled to break through it, but when we did, look at the size of this candle. Again, here we struggled to break through it, and when we did, we had a huge dump. Found support here, support and resistance here. So the 27 cents to 31 cents is a really good zone to buy Cardano on the dollar chart, and we are currently above that. So if you want to wait, which I don't think is a great idea, and I'll get to that in a minute, but if you want to wait to a specific time to buy, this would be the zone. And will we get there? I'm not really sure. If Bitcoin decides to take a nosedive, yeah, we will be seeing these prices again. The way to buy Cardano, besides waiting for these zones of support, is to do something called dollar cost averaging. So for example, say you want to buy $1,000 worth of Cardano, but you're afraid that it's going to go down. So right now it's at 34 cents. You think it could go down to the 31 cent level. However, at the same time, you're afraid that it won't. It could just keep going up. So what do you do here? How do you know if you should wait or if you should get in now? Well, the best way to get around this is to dollar cost average, which means to buy a little bit now, and then a little bit next week, and a little bit the week after that. That way you get an average of the entire market rather than waiting for a specific price. And the good thing about dollar cost averaging is that you don't have to wait for specific zones to buy, which is kind of dangerous because you could be left behind if you keep waiting for a price that never gets hit. And at the same time, you can guarantee that you won't be buying a peak because you're not putting all your money at a single price. So let me give you an example about how this works. So say you have $1,000 that you want to buy worth of Cardano. You could buy $200 this week, and then next week you could buy another $200, and so on until you've spent the entire $1,000. And like I said, again, that way you won't have put all $1,000 at 34 cents, and you can guarantee that you won't be left behind. Now, an even better method than dollar cost averaging is weighted dollar cost averaging. And the way that works is it's very similar to dollar cost averaging, where you buy a specific amount every week. However, if the price of Cardano drops 10% next week, you double what you usually would buy. So if you usually buy 200 a week and you see that the price of Cardano has dipped, then you could buy 400. And if the price spikes, then you could cut it in half. So if you usually buy 200, you could then buy 100 if you think that the value is if you think that the price is overvalued. So that's weighted dollar cost averaging, or I think some people call it dynamic dollar cost averaging. And this is usually a really good way to accumulate. However, again, and at the same time, I think we're at the verge of an altcoin season. So your dollar cost averaging might not be once a week. You could do once a day. So if you have 1,000, you could buy 200 today and then another 200 the day after. Since we're in such a fast moving market right now, these times might be an exception. And again, this is not financial advice, but that's what I would do right now if I wanted to spend 1,000 in ADA. I would spend like maybe $100 or $200 every day or every other day. That way I can get the average of a certain period of time and guarantee that I won't be left behind. And another piece of advice is that I think that Cardano is still massively undervalued, even at 34 cents, even at 40 cents, even at 42 cents. So even if I bought Cardano with all $1,000 at 34 cents, and it did happen to drop to 28 cents, that would be perfectly fine with me as long as I'm not using leverage. So now I'm going to explain how you can enter the giveaway. So like I said, I'm going to be giving away $100 worth of crypto, and you can it can be any crypto that you want. So it can be Cardano or Ethereum or whatever you choose, as long as it's listed on Binance. And the way you enter is firstly by subscribing to the channel, and secondly by leaving a comment on any video I post this week. So any video I post this week, if you leave a comment, you're entered into the giveaway. And the reason for that is because I will be choosing a random video from this week that I posted, and then choosing a random comment on that video. Alright, that's all from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got any kind of value from it, maybe you got some clarification at what prices you should be buying ADA, then make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more Cardano videos and Ethereum videos, I post all kinds of altcoin videos here. And the main purpose of my channel is to provide the most rational information with the least amount of unneeded hype. I'm not saying hype is a bad thing. There's obviously a lot to be excited about in this market, but there's a lot of channels that just give pure unrational like hype just to get more views, and that's not what I'm doing on this channel. So if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to hit subscribe. And also I will leave a link to my Discord server down in the description below, where you can talk to a lot of like-minded people. We have, I think, over 100 members right now, so make sure to join that if you want to get more involved with my community. All right, that's all from me today. Have a good day.